news just coming in already. The Ishrat files that Times Now first brought to you. They've had their the ripples have been felt in Parliament, and now in a series of tweets, in fact 4 tweets in all, the former Home Minister P Chidambaram has also reacted to the Ishrat files, and he has said that the affidavit controversy is only to divert attention from the real issue in the Ishrat Jahan case, and goes on to make 3 main points. Niranjan is now joining us from the news pit for more on that.
That's correct, and this is just before we get to what Mr. P Chidambaram has tweeted a short while ago. In fact, as we speak, he's tweeting live, and just to remind Mr. P Chidambaram, this is his signature on the 29th of July of 2009. Now, coming to what Mr. Chidambaram says regarding this signature on the file noting of the first affidavit, the former Home Minister in a series of tweets, in fact, there have been 9 tweets so far, and we're guessing there could be more because he's just started tweeting about the Ishrat controversy. And as we focus on his first tweet 17 minutes ago, P Chidambaram said, and I quote, "The affidavit controversy is only to divert attention from the real issue in the Ishrat Jahan case." Remember, in Parliament today, the BJP has planned to raise the issue. The Congress, of course, has their counter. They are raising Uttarakhand to ensure that the Ishrat fire does not last long. Tweet 7 of P Chidambaram. Real issue is whether there was a fake encounter and whether 4 people already in custody were killed in that fake encounter. Now, he's sticking to what the Congress party has been saying for long. Remember, the Congress party, while dumping the entire blame on P Chidambaram, also stuck to the point that the real issue was an encounter, was that of an encounter, and not the change in the affidavit or whether or not Ishrat was a terrorist. Tweet 8 from Mr. P Chidambaram, the former Home Minister of India. Coming to the affidavits, he says, the Home Minister does not sign the affidavits. It is signed by an Undersecretary. Technically, he's correct because the Home Minister does not sign the affidavit. It is signed by an Undersecretary. But it's not the affidavit that the Times Now is talking about. It's the file noting that Times Now is talking about. Because if you look at this, this note that we had here, where we showed you his signature, Mr. P Chidambaram's signature on the 29th of July 2009. Now, this is a part of the file noting of the first affidavit, which Mr. P Chidambaram himself said that he had not approved. So, coming to that, of course, the first affidavit which called Ishrat a terrorist had his backing, and this signature is proof of that. So he says, as far as the signature is concerned, the Home Minister does not sign affidavits. It is signed by an Undersecretary. And tweet 9 by Mr. P Chidambaram 4 minutes ago, he says, although I have no recollection of seeing the first affidavit, let us presume that I did. Then came the report of Magistrate SP Tamang. Now, let's read that again. Although I have no recollection of seeing the first affidavit, let us presume that I did. Then came the report of Magistrate SP Tamang. So he's trying to say that I may not have seen the first affidavit. Now, even if I did see the first affidavit, I changed my stand after looking at the report of Magistrate SP Tamang. Now, what happens here? It's very interesting, isn't it? Because he says he doesn't have a recollection of whether or not he checked the first affidavit. But everybody knows that Mr. P Chidambaram not just checked the second affidavit. I'm sure he has a recollection of that. He didn't just check the second affidavit. He also made amends as proven by Times Now that he made amends to the second affidavit as well. And we brought you those papers from the Ishrat file last Monday.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.